Hi, hello. Today I'm going to be unboxing Namjoon's Right Place, Wrong Person. I still to this day don't think I've ever gotten that correct. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to remember what the words are, but I do need to read it every time to know. We have every single version, and I only have, well, I have one set of all of it, but I do have one extra for the weverse US version and one extra for the Target version, just because Namjoon is my bias. I didn't want to go too crazy, but he's my bias. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't actually know which one is supposed to be first. So we're gonna do this. So, I mean, we all know this album is pretty big, but like it is really thin, which is appreciated. Personally, the height of the album doesn't matter as much for me because where I put the solo albums is the tallest shelf anyways, and that was before this. So I do love, oh my gosh, everything's falling. I do love like all of the design on here and everything. I think it's just so good, and I mean, like this matches so good, so good. I think there's more things in there. Okay, that has all of the inclusions. So here's the thing. Here's the CD. Namjoon can do no wrong in my eyes. So this design, honestly perfect. I love this. I love this so much. This type of art, I love this so much. He's just so good. He is everything. There are 3 photo books. Honestly, do not know. I watched, I think, one unboxing of this, but that was a while ago because I've been waiting for a long time for this to come in. But here are all the lyrics. I'll go through the songs later. I love this. Everything about this is so good. These are posters, correct? These are going to be a little bit difficult to show, but here are some posters. That one was wild. I'm not going to lie. I genuinely couldn't find them for a second. Okay. You know, the rest of these I'm just going to flip through because oh, I'm really struggling right now. There's that. And then I will go around later. The DJ. He's being fed. And then him. And then we will do this next. Like there's such, that's exactly what I was going to say. There's such a silliness to these photos. Like all of them, they look realistic, but they look almost like too surreal to be real because like I'm sure there's a ton of people that have a photo exactly like this. Probably not of their office, but in general have photos exactly like these. But it's still kind of insane that have photos exactly like that. That have photos of being fed. Like it really just feels like. Sorry if there was like a really abrupt ending. I was gonna give an excuse, but I kind of don't have one. I thought that somebody had come into my house. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here is the photo book. But as I was saying about the posters, there's almost like a surreal like silliness to them. where it feels realistic, but it also feels like there's multiple things out of place and you need to figure out what they are. Anyways, have I mentioned that this is my favorite type of photography? Because it is, where it's just like, hey, people look like that. This is just a photo of somebody in their bedroom that somebody happened to take. Like, this is my favorite thing. I've been saying that for years. Namjoon always knows exactly the vibe I need. When Mono came out, I needed Mono a lot. I needed Mono a lot. I still need Mono, let's be so real. Now that this is out, like, I need this feel, this vibe, because I feel like this is kind of what my life feels like right now, and I'm kind of having a major identity crisis that I'm just trying to look through. I don't know, but I'm like, if you were to take pictures of me, like, I feel like it would be like this muted. I wouldn't look this good, but I would feel like this muted and this just like normal. That being said, don't have anyone take photos of me. I think part of it is that Namjoon and I are the same age, so it just feels like a closer connection. Being the same age as both Hobie and Namjoon, I think, changes a lot for me, because like a lot of this just makes sense, even if nothing's being said. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. Who knows? Probably. We have 2 postcards, which always has the best postcards, so I love him. Oh man. Oh, he's so good. And then we have 2 photo cards, both going this way. The first one, oh, you see his reflection both ways. I love that. I have no idea how I'm going to put these in my binders, now knowing that some of them are this way. Oh, but I love this photo. This might be one of my favorite Namjoon photos ever. That's such a wild statement, but I genuinely think it might be. There was that one photo card from Indigo, and it might be this one as my second. Well, I might now have like a top 10 Namjoon photos. He keeps adding to it, and it keeps changing, but you know, that's life, right? Here is another version. Again, don't know what versions these are. I really should know. But it's the one with the green in the photo book. I think the CD is going to be the same for all 3. Oh, it's not. It's going to be different tones. So black with that. But this is going to be the same, just different artwork on the cover. Yeah, because I recognize all of this artwork too. And yeah, the posters are all the same. So at least that'll go. I just kind of forget what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just really glad I know Namjoon. I'm just really, really glad. Also, feeling lost. I can't wait to like grow with this album. I think that's the most important thing I've taken from it, is that I don't know if I needed this album right now. I needed these photos and concepts because I think that's speaking a lot to me right now, but I don't know if I needed the album right now. But I have a feeling that Namjoon's always ahead of me, and he knows what I will need in the future, which makes sense because I feel like he had to grow up a little bit faster than me, maybe like a little tiny bit faster than me. So I feel like whatever he needs to say with this, I will need to I will need to hear soon. That's the most like Facebook photo that your friend put up that you didn't agree to, but like it was a fun night, right? So like you can't actually ask them to take it down, you know? I really love this photo. This coloring in this photo is so good. It's, oh my god. Photographer is brilliant. The editor is brilliant too. And there's a little Namjoon in the tree. For the first postcard, we have this one. Just him and a bunch of chairs. For the second, ooh, ooh, I really like this one. I really like this one a lot. This, oh, okay. I see what's happening. And then we have this. Oh, with his blonde buzz cut. And his dimples. He's so nice. Honestly, the quality of these photos aren't very good. And I think part of that is like the printing on like the matte photo card on really, really thin cardboard. But the photos themselves are amazing. Or maybe the low quality is what it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm just dumb. But these are very, very thin, so I would be careful with them. I will be sleeving these almost immediately so that nothing happens. I could just look at him forever, honestly, but we have a whole nother photo book, so. And here is the artwork for this last one. Honestly, I've been kind of avoiding talking about any of this, so I'm just going to keep those two in there. The posters and the lyric sheets are the exact same. We'll do that, and we will take. Here is the CD, the same design, but inverted from the last one. I do love this character a lot. Also the difference, the front is matte, and oh my god, the front is matte, but the pages are glossy, and that's just a nice touch. We have like the dusk version, basically. Ooh, the water. I want whoever the photographer is to just like follow me around when I do nothing and take photos of me. I will say I do wish that this was in more places. Just because I love it, not because of any other reason. I just think it looks really good. Okay. So again, as I've kind of been avoiding saying this, but I haven't listened to this album a ton. In BTS, the solos that I usually are more drawn to are usually Tae and Yoongi, and it's just not Namjoon, just because I feel like I don't get it. This giant photo of a cat. No, like, I love him. I still listen to it, but I feel like I'm not, like... I almost feel like I'm too dumb, or maybe that's just the excuse I'm giving, is I feel like I'm too dumb to listen to Namjoon's music. But then again, if, like, my favorite music is, like, Tae or Yoongi, it's incredibly, incredibly different. I love this photo than what Namjoon does and what Namjoon makes. These, oh my god. Is he recreating that, like, one photo against that brick wall with the flowers? I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about, but see how I'm changing the subject because I don't want to keep saying this? So I technically have not listened to this album a ton, but I do genuinely love this album. Genuinely love him. the most precious thing I've ever seen. But like I said before, I feel like I always need to like grow into his stuff. Mono hit me at the perfect time somehow. It might have been a fluke. But like I feel like I'm still growing into things on Indigo, and not just like, oh, I didn't like it and now I like it, but just like I don't feel like I'm smart enough to understand everything that he's saying, even with translations, even with everything. And it's a lot of effort to listen to Namjoon's music. And I'm not saying that in a way that's bad. I think that's so good to have music that people have to sit down and put aside time to specifically think about it. I have a lot of problems doing that though. Because trust me, there are a ton of things that I wish I could just sit down and just think about it and just like absorb it and understand it. All over the place, not just in music, literally all parts of my life. I have always struggled with this. So it makes sense that I love Namjoon as much as I do, considering he makes me think so much, but also like most of the time I do not want to think that much, which is a me problem. That's it. So anyways, I love this album. I really genuinely love this album. I don't want anyone to think that I don't love this album, because I really, really, really do. That being said, ask me in like when he comes back next year, in less than a year, what I think about this album, because I'll have more of a way of putting it into words then, I think, than I do now. Okay? Cool. And then we have the weverse version. Tiny, perfect. I'm sure it's going to be just like all the rest of them, where it's going to have all of the concepts. Here is the first postcard, the art card. Then him as a violin. Like, the fact that that's a hat, that's crazy. A headband, whatever. And then him as a DJ. Honestly obsessed with this one. These are crazy. I love these. These are so good. And then we can flip through this. Oh no, this is actually a whole new concept. It's the same idea, but these are all new. Obviously, I figured it would be all new photos, but same concept, but completely different outfits, completely different days. I think starting that Instagram for this was genius. Like, genuinely, genuinely genius. Because that Instagram is the exact same feel of what they're doing here, which I know was the whole part. Like, that's what marketing is, is to be smart like that. But, like, genuinely genius. And I loved watching it. I was so sad when they took the post down, but then realized now I get physical copies, so does it really matter at the end? Not really. See, these are two photos that were, and these. Okay, so some of these, and the cat. Low-key obsessed with this, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so some of these are from that. Maybe I just didn't recognize the first ones. Oh. I love this photo. I really, really do. Ooh. I almost want another copy of this because of like this version. Because this is just so good. I do really like Out of Love. I think I skipped a page, but I like Heaven. I really like Lost. Yeah. I just need to... I need to sit with it. Come Back to Me is so good. Like, I really, really need to sit with this. And really maybe listen to it in a different way. I tried to listen to it in a couple different ways. And I feel like there's a way that's the perfect way to listen to this album. And if any of you have found the perfect way, please let me know, because I honestly feel like I'm missing out. And then we have 2 photo cards. I'll do this one first. Oh, he looks so nice. And then this one. Oh, this looks like a screenshot from like an old vlog. Love that. So I was opening the other copies I have and realized the second version I opened didn't come with postcards, and I don't think I showed the photo cards. But that's fine, because I had another copy of that version, so it's all right. Here is number 1. And number 2 for the postcards. So this first photo card is the Target exclusive photo card, I believe. Honestly, it looks exactly like all the rest of them, but the only way I figured it out was by looking at my cards and being like, which one don't I have yet? So this is, I guess, the Target exclusive. And then here are the 2 photo cards for this version that I didn't have anything to show, I guess. There's that one. There's this one. And then this last one is the US exclusive card. One of them. I think there's 2 of these, maybe. But oh my gosh, it's a selfie. Guess what's going in the middle? He's perfect. I love him. I love how there's a good mix of like dark-haired and blonde-haired June. But let's bring them all in. Just kidding. So I'm a mess. I also forgot that I had the weverse pops. So first, we have 3 mirrors. I'm not going to turn them around. They're literally just mirrors. I don't really understand what these are for and why every single group, like Hive group, is doing them now. And also why I would need this many mirrors, ever. I understand if there was like one type of mirror and you're like, here you go. But I have mirrors for so many groups right now. And there is not a photo card for the weverse Global Pop, but we do have this clear case. Kind of have no use for this either. Maybe I could put all my mirrors in them. Yeah, they'd fit this way. And then I think these were both random. So we did get this Polaroid. I'm pretty sure there's 2 of these. And then we did get this printed photo, which I'm pretty sure there is also 2 of these. Not me like rubbing that to try to get it off. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love Namjoon. I can't wait for him to come back. Seeing him when Jin got back was a gift. Seeing all of them when Jin got back was an absolute gift that I genuinely did not think I would get. I figured they would get together, but I didn't think that we would see it. But I don't know. There's so much. There's not enough Namjoon in my life, ever. There is never going to be. And I'm just really happy that he keeps sharing his music with us, because that's just so special. And I love him. And I love him when he wears his glasses. Like, anyways, this is gonna get sappy if I don't stop right now. So thank you so much for watching. I love Namjoon. Right place, wrong person. I will see you soon, and that's a promise. Bye. I knew he had more cards. Anyways, there's also these 2. Ha 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 ha. What am I gonna do with 5 cards that go this way? I have 5 and 5. It's 5 and 5. I guess I need more cards. Okay, oh darn. Okay, goodbye.